哟，大家，今天我们要说乌沙跟我妈妈和我的爸爸。
Wow, rhyming in Chinese.In
between my gaps at school, 我看了一半，我觉得我还是得跟妈妈爸爸一起看 because I really wanted you guys to watch it. What's your overall view of the film?
I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, me too. The suspense is done really well. They set him up to be a movie buff.
The first few minutes of the film, it's like he's in prison and he's breaking out from prison and he goes into the sewage. But then you realise he was describing a movie plot to his friend. So that's setting the sort of background.
Kind of sucks you in straight away. Do you think maybe he escaped from prison like that? The start is
Well, that's
the
what
end.
I thought.
Yeah, you think that when you're first watching
But then
it.
you told me that he was just telling a story, so...
Yeah, but see, that's why it's open. You could say that. What was your favourite bit?
When I realised that he was creating a montage. So it seems quite simple. And then at the end, it all comes together and it's this genius.
Please, 如果你们有更多这样的电影 recommend them because we want to watch more.
This is probably my favourite movies that we've watched on this series, yeah.
Are there any scenes that you didn't like at all?
The distressing scenes. I'm not very good with horror movies and really violent movies and I can't watch them. So that got me incredibly worked up. When that summer camping happened, I almost couldn't watch it. It was so very distressing. It made me think more than anything, I think, the movie was how some situation can pivot so quickly when bad people are involved. You can almost see it, how that can happen to anyone.
I felt very emotional and angry about the way he was...
What's he doing?
Treating the main actress, Ping. Scary to think how life can change in a second.
Yeah.
You may not be responsible for it. But then also, I feel
Sorry,
strongly about taking matters into your own hands.
So you think they should have called the police?
I think that it should have dealt with
But
it
in
differently.
that situation though, when it's the police chief's kid,
I think they were put in a really difficult position.
between a rock and a hard
I
place.
really felt sorry for Ping. And I know that that's a big problem. I've got friends who've had issues as well, similar, so I can understand how difficult the situation is, and it's very sad. I'm happy that it's brought up as a topic in a movie, and it's just something that people need to know about. This happens, it's not just a movie, this is actually a reality.
Oh yeah, definitely. What are your opinions on the main character?
Well performed. He came across as being the average guy who was sad that he couldn't connect with his eldest daughter. She called him Scrooge, didn't she, at the beginning, and stingy and all that, and then at night he left her the money, didn't he, all consent forms signed. You're very rude to him.
Yeah, but that's just teenage and...
Watch it.
I liked his inquisitive mind, you know, he was always watching movies and he had this like whole elaborate plan.
What did he say? The end was really moving. He said,
我没有很多钱，我不能给你很多东西，但是我可以当在你的前面。Yeah, I thought that was really sweet.
You said to me, why is he smiling at the end? I don't know if this is right, but my take on that was almost like a saving grace to him. I've protected my family and I've reconnected with my daughter who I'd lost connection with.
Yeah.
It was very, very moving, I thought. This has just come to my mind. Suchat, why was he so nasty? That was also parental. They said we didn't discipline him enough. He was 16. She bought him this sports car. I've got to say I've seen that a lot in China, right? Where you see a very young kid with a very expensive toy.
Yeah. Suchat's parents and Ping's parents both come together and they're like, oh, we're really sorry, you know.
I thought that was a bit of a trap.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a trap, but I was just saying that made what you were saying about the parents. How did he die, Suchat?
She whacked him on the head with it.
But then, wasn't there a bit where you could see that he was alive in the coffin? Oh, that's the significance of the boxing, because remember when he went boxing? A scene of boxing and then a scene of them hitting. And then do you remember, they said, oh, when they're unconscious, they have to make sure they don't swallow the tongue.
Oh, yeah.
So I reckon what happened is Suchat was unconscious and it was foreshadowing the scene where he opens the coffin and there's blood on the lid of the coffin, scratch marks. So he's obviously woken up in the coffin, been buried alive, tried to get out.
Hang on then, so he might not be dead then?
He was dead when they opened the coffin again to put the goat in, obviously. You do know,
sure?
He was seen where he's like this. He's definitely dead. Dead. Deader than dead. God, that's like one of my worst fears. Imagine waking up and you're just been buried alive.
Just don't do anything bad.
What? If you never do anything bad, you'll never wake up buried alive.
Yeah.
The dad did kind of kill the kid because the daughter didn't kill him initially. It was the burying him alive that... Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, this is why I just don't think that people should take matters in their own hands. You need to deal with this.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't have good films like this. From talking to dad and then talking to you separately and like realising certain things. Oh!
Light bulb
moment. You know when they went on the school trip to the temple and they said, oh, this is the temple of redemption. At the end he goes back to that temple to give them the thing and they don't take it.
Right.
I think it was about redemption. I think he had to do it for himself.
Ah, maybe, yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
I knew I would get there, but I didn't get why they go, what the metaphor is. 观众们，如果你们懂了弹幕，告诉我们一下。
I think it's interesting how they finished the movie as well. Now, I really wanted it to finish on a happy ending where they get away with it because
I did as well.
I felt
I didn't like the ending.
It was just showing that justice has to prevail, and then he probably couldn't live with himself and had to go and report it so that he has peace of mind. It just broke my heart at the end. Even though it wasn't really their fault, they ended up with a broken family.
The original version of the film, he didn't turn himself in. If you were in that position, Mum, would you turn yourself in?
Oh, that's a really difficult question.
No, I'd not turn myself in. I would never.
I mean, first of all, I wouldn't be in that position because I'll never kill anyone.
Okay, if...
I don't know because I wouldn't be able to leave my family, I think.
I understand it's about redemption, and then at the end, you know, the bell rings and he's redempted.
Well...
If that was me, I'd like go to the temple every day. Redeeming yourself.
Redeem yourself by doing good stuff.
That's what I'm trying to say. What good is going to come out of going to prison? You're probably going to become a worse person from going to prison because you're around bad people.
Oh, God, it's too difficult. It's too difficult. They didn't tell you what the sentence was, right? The judge would probably take into account mitigating circumstances such as that.
You can't put someone in jail for defending themselves against a rapist, no matter the outcome.
Well,
that's my stance on
He
it.
confessed at the end, didn't he, to the parents?
Not really.
He basically...
Yeah, but you can't use that in court. I want to ask you the same question. 我刚刚问我爸和我妈，你们如果是李维杰，你会干什么？我想跟你们讨论，在弹幕里告诉我你会不会自首。Anything technical wise that you like? I really like the cinematography, the slow shots, like similar to Hitchcock, like suspenseful.
Yeah.
A lot of it was kind of color graded, like slightly tinted, grungy sort of feel.
Yeah.
I really like that. Made it feel more gritty. Right at the beginning, when you first meet the police chief, it was on him, and you can see the fan in the shadow. Worked really well for suspense.
That's right. Yeah,
I really like that.
Actually, I'd love to discuss and show this movie to some of my friends and just have this conversation.
I wanted to send it in an email to my film teacher.
Yeah.
I'm not vlogging it though. I'm not. How many points did you give it out of 10?
8?
What? Dad, how many points did you give it yesterday?
8.5 or even 9. 3.
I think I'd even give it a 9.5 now that we're talking about it.
You just trying to go higher than me.
No, you made me think now. You said in relation to the other films. And I remember giving some other films 8s and 9s. I want to give this one a bit more.
But what are you going to do if the next one you see you like more?
We'll change it to best out of 20. I think it would be a 10 if they let me do the ending. The thing I like about the ending is I don't care if it's happy or not, but I just like how they left it open. I like how they didn't just tell you what to think, tell you how to feel. Very, very good film. Very good movie.
Walter likes it.
I want to go back to my work. Sorry, Walter, I don't want to leave you, but I have to. Go sit with Max there.
What the? 我这也可以 He's gonna. No. 他就跟我妈走。
Sorry, he loves me.
我超级欢迎你们给我 recommend 更多的好 films， 别忘了点赞、关注、留个评论，下次见，拜拜 ，love you guys。Let there be light. Alright, Jerry, time is coming to an end.
He was playing a game about Indiana Jones.
If we're looking over there, it's because we're just watching him play. Sorry. You know, at the end, the sheep is killed.
I thought it was a goat.
Yeah, whatever. The same thing. It's a male version of a sheep,
A goat is not a male version of a sheep.
isn't it?
No, a goat is a goat. A sheep is a sheep.
Okay.
It makes a difference to the sheep.
Alright.